back to Holloway's Garage. I'm Sean. So today we're going to work on the cross member, the trans cross member for this truck. I actually have a cross member out of the 95 that I got the transmission out of. So we're going to measure everything up and we're going to see what we have to do to make this thing work. Hey guys, so yeah, that didn't really, it's not really going to fit super well because the core support's kind of in the way. So I can't get a good angle in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull that core support, which is simple. It's only, it's a bunch of these 1/2-inch bolts. There's 7, I think, on each side, it looks like. 6, 7, yeah, 7 on each side, so 14 of them. And I'll pull them all out, then unhook the lights, which is as easy as this. And then I will just pull the core support off, and that will probably be the easiest way to get this thing done. Or if I pulled, honestly, I should just pull the cap of that off. No, it's probably I'll get into more that way though. This is pretty tight. But alright, I'll keep you posted on how we'll get it done. I'll take more videos of it. Two body mount ones are 3/4. They come right off. Everything else is 1/2 inch. What you'd want to do is take this off. Also, I guess just that trim piece here. You could leave the center one bolted in because that keeps it attached to the what's called rat support. But there's 2 in the corner here. You see them right in here. That allows this whole piece to come off. There's also a nut on the back side of the trim pieces. That one's missing, but you'll have to pull them off. So you'll just need a Torx bit to pull the headlight trim off. And while that's all off, I'll probably just paint this grill or something. It's pretty rough. So you have to take this trim off, and then that will allow you to get to this nut in the back here to pull the trim off, because the trim is hooked to the fender there. And then that's really it. It's not free yet, but it should be. I'm just gonna need a pry bar and unhook this. Just like that. So unplug all the wires. We did before. But I'm just gonna pull those trim pieces off now, and should be ready to pry that thing right up. So there's two more bolts I forgot about that. They sit right up in the top here. Now I'll just I'll knock these up with the sledgehammer real quick. Maybe, probably not. The thing is in there good. Jeez. I might have to just cut that. Yeah, I don't think either of them are coming out right now. Might be best just to cut them and replace them. Got him. Alright, now that those are out, I guess I should invest in some new body mounts, but I probably won't end up doing that. So I just have to unhook that wire, run it back through for the lights, and there's like a charcoal canister or whatever you want to call it there. I'll just unbolt that, and that's it, and we're good to go. I'll show you where I'm at. It's a little tough because if it was an automatic trans, it would slide right in there, no problem at all. It's pretty much I'll be just about sliding right down the cross member. And I don't know, it's tough to see in there. You can kind of see that right there, the shifter. That is what was giving me the issues, because that thing was grabbing, so that's why I have such a steep angle on it. The headers are fine though, it looks like they clear real well. I don't think that motor's centered. It looks kind of centered, but we'll see if I can shift it a little bit more to the passenger side to gain some more clearance down there on the where the headers are. So what I'll do, I'm just going to go underneath and I'll just get the, so I got it set in there. I just sprayed with whatever paint I had laying around. I sprayed the brackets so I could start drilling some holes, because the original holes weren't going to work, or the way the original brackets were set for the 4.3, they were set back here. There's other holes in the frame for, I guess, if you're running a small block in these trucks when they came factory from it. So I just bumped it up. There wasn't a hole in the cross member though, so I'm going to drill a hole in the cross member and just bolt those brackets in there. Then I'll bolt the clamshell brackets, which I marked on these brackets also. while it was just mocked in here. It's been sitting in here a little bit, so that's why it's tilted back like that. And then I went around and I cut the floor. I cut the floor out for the MV4500 for the shifter and all, because this thing's. So I'm just drilling them out with 3/8 bit. Get some 3/8 bolts in here. Alright, got one drilled. These suckers are, cross member's pretty thick, so it takes a little bit. Nothing bad though. So now that we got that drilled out, I'm just going to drill out these holes I marked. Hopefully they're correct. And then we'll throw this thing back in there and bolt it all in. Here's all bolted in. I just got to drill out the other side and bolt that in, and should be in business. Then I could set this this big old thing in. Alright, so I got it set in place. Should have just done this to begin with. But I unbolted the clamshell mounts. And what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to take the plasma cutter and drill holes, or cut holes where those bolt holes are. They're pretty much right on anyway, so it's just like the edge I got to round off. But I just checked to see if it's pretty level. It's pretty darn level. And I measured from the front to that cross member there on each side, and it's 12 and 1/8, I think is what it came out to. So she's in there, and now I'll work on getting all the other stuff set up. I gotta get that cross member made for the transmission, and then after that it should be pretty smooth sailing, hopefully. I think this took a lot longer than it should have, but you know, hindsight's 20/20, I guess. Alright, bolts are all in there. I'm just gonna measure, make sure that this is even. Yeah, 12 and an 8. Pretty dang level. Could go down a hair on this side, but it's not going to happen, so. I guess next thing is the cross member, and that's what we'll work on next. Maybe the original one will work for it. see where that gets us. If not, I'll trim a little more. And go on the other side and jack it up. I need to just trim a hair off this side too. It's probably about where it was before. Height clearance itself. At 5.78 right now, which isn't terrible. Doesn't look that bad either. I'm gonna set that down. I'm just gonna trim the other side a little bit, and we'll be in good shape, I think. Gotta put a new cutting blade in there. So here's the cross member that I got right here. Overall it's 44 and I think it was a quarter or an eighth. What we need is inside the frame rails on this truck is 33 and a half. So I'm gonna cut this thing down and actually measured how much height we need too. And we need about 3 inches, and this thing is actually just about, it's like 3 and an eighth, so it will be just about perfect. So plan is I'm just going to cut what we need to off of each side here, and then toss it in there, and that's really it. Should be good to go. I guess I'm going to have to cut, let's see. So I'll probably just cut about 5.5 inches off each side, and we should be golden. Let's get to it. Who's that driving the truck? Quimby? What do you think of it so far? You like it? Maybe? Alright, so I got got this chop saw. I haven't used it too much, but just got it not long ago, and man, I'll tell you, when you use it, or when you can use it, it comes in handy, that's for sure. Probably best gift I got. Alright. Alright. Alright, I got the cross member in. Well, it's not bolted in, but it's sitting on the ground there. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I have the transmission sitting a little higher, which is nice. Let me get this light on so you guys can see something. So it's sitting out a lot higher, so that'll give me a better angle on the drive shaft and all. Let's get this on there just so you guys see what I got going. Alright. So that's the cross member there. Just cut it down. And then there's the isolator and everything bolted in. I just have to drill some holes in the frame. Some of them almost, the old ones almost line up. The frame's a little janky there. I'm not really sure what happened there. It was like that when I got it. I guess I might try to heat it and push it up flat again. But yeah, it's in there good. The other plus is that I'm gonna lower this thing, and I was worried about the oil pan hanging real low, but it's pretty much dead even with the cross member in the front, so I don't have to worry about that. Hopefully, looks like this thing's leaking oil already, and there's not even much oil in it. Damn. But alright, oh, we got one more thing done. So it's one step closer to running. I have to cut the drive shaft down, wire it up, put the intake and the accessory drive on, fuel rail, coil packs, and all of that. Run a fuel line. I might just run this thing off the fuel tank. Well, actually I can't. Well, I'm gonna have to drop the tank, so I'll probably pull the bed just make it easier. Especially this lift makes it a lot easier. I'll swap in that tank and we'll get this thing going. Hopefully I'll get some more time to mess with it. I'm going away for a little while, so it's gonna be a little time away with the family and less time messing with these trucks for a little bit, which would be a nice change. But we'll get more footage for you. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Holloway's Garage. As always, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. I got a lot of other projects going on, and slowly and surely we'll get them knocked out and hopefully get some good content for you guys to learn from, and maybe learn from a lot of my mistakes, because I mean, I don't do anything perfect, especially first time around. I try to slap some stuff together, get it running, driving, so I have fun with it, and go from there. As long as it's safe and roadworthy, that's good with me. Doesn't have to be pretty. But once again, if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. And thanks for tuning in to Holloway's Garage. Take it easy, guys.